So it almost sounds like Paul is contradicting himself
For sure.
in these verses, because he's spent this whole time telling us that we're free from sin, that we have this new nature to serve God that is free from the chains of slavery to sin. And then he shows up with these verses and says, but every time I try to do good, I don't. I'm all too human. And I think the thing that we have to realize is Paul's using this to show us the difference between the sinful nature and what we've been set free from, to show us that as we lean into living by the Spirit, as we lean in to following after the Lord, that's when we'll find this freedom. But he's pointing back to that sinful nature in these verses to say, if I want to follow after that, this is going to be the result of it.
Sure.
This is what's going to happen, because every time I try to do good, I'm going to end up not doing it.
Right.
Every time I want to do the right thing, I'm going to end up doing the wrong thing.
Well, I mean, really, it's just a partnership. Anytime we try to do it on our own without saying, God, I need your help.
Yeah.
How many times have you decided, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get up every morning and I'm going to pray. I'm going to fast.
Yeah.
I'm going to read my Bible. I'm going to do this. And you, on your own, want to do it. And then that sin nature, that flesh rises up. How many times have you said you were going to do something and then you failed? Number one, it's because the enemy doesn't want you to complete that. The enemy doesn't want you to do those things.
Yeah.
And number two, that sin nature rises up so strong. It takes everything. That's why the Bible says you kill your flesh. Like, it's like that it's hard. But the people who, when God puts it on your heart to do something, when you follow, it is the hardest thing in the world. And it's not the start, it's the finish, right? Starting things, it's the finish. But when you do it and you crucify your flesh, you'll have breakthrough. Mark my word. If the Lord puts it on your heart to wake up early every morning, 30 minutes every morning, and spend time with him, and you consistently do it, you don't make excuses, you'll have breakthrough. If God's put it on your heart to fast for a day, fast for a week, and whatever, if whatever it is the Lord's put on your heart, it's going to be the hardest thing you've ever done, and you're going to make excuses. We all do. But when you follow through and you're like, it doesn't matter if my stomach falls out right now, I'm not going to eat because God, I'm doing this for the Lord.
Yeah.
You make it through, you're going to have breakthrough. Like, that's the way it works.
Yeah.
When God's asking you, hey, I want you to give up social media. I want you to give up this. It's that you can say, well, how is that sinful? If the Lord, if you're trying to work through something, and part of that is just your flesh, what he's talking about here.
Sure.
When you surrender that to God, that surrender is painful because we want it.
Yeah.
I don't want to give this up. I don't want to, like, you go on a diet, you all of a sudden crave things you've never craved before. All of a sudden, because you're not allowed to have it.
Yeah.
Same concept, And so it's dying to self, what Paul talks about, and surrendering to the Lord that allows us to take control from the enemy and walk in freedom.
This is the very thing that Paul wants us to lean into.
Yeah.
That's why he's bringing this back up again. That's why he's talking about the sin nature again, because he's wanting us to see that it's going to require something, actually someone bigger than us, to overcome that sin nature. Even though we've been given the freedom over it by the chains have been removed, but as long as we live on this earth, as long as we live in these bodies and that sin nature is present, it's going to take an effort, and it's going to take leaning in and living by the Spirit of God daily, if we're going to live successfully over that.
Yes, daily. I think we think, oh, I did that yesterday. It's a new day, daily.